So hello and welcome back to the new video of the Java tutorial series. So till now we have covered how to insert a node inside a single linked list, and that too with the all three types, like in the beginning, in the end, and at the user specified location. Okay, that is the user specified index. Okay, so one more challenge for you, so if you can try to solve it. So what is the challenge? So you have seen how to insert at end, how to insert at beginning, how to insert at user specified location, right? So now you have to insert a node in at the middle node of the linked list. All right, so what I'm telling is, let me give you an example. So if the length of the list is 10, okay, or suppose let me take it's 5. Okay, so and the elements of the list is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So at first you have to identify which is the middle node of the list. Okay, so in that case, middle node is 3. I will color it up. Middle node is 3, and you have to insert a new node at the position or the index 3. So how you can solve this? I'll give you one hint. Okay, so for this operation to perform, you need to find first the middle of the linked list. Okay, so how to find that? We have covered one video. Go and check that. If you watch, then it's good. Here you can see we have written one method to find the middle node of the list. So you have to somehow manage to get first the middle node of the list. You have to store that middle node somewhere, and then you can perform the similar kind of operation that we have performed at over here, where we are inserting the new node at the user specified location, right? So this is the operation that you can perform. So go and give it a try and try to solve this problem. Enough talking. So in this video we will be starting with the deletion operation, which we are going to perform on a linked list. All right, so I will just make one line over here and I will write one comment. We are performing delete operations. Okay, so for this video, we'll be looking at how we can delete a node of a linked list, which is a simply linked list, obviously, at the beginning of the linked list. All right, so we are trying to delete the first node of the linked list. Okay, so let me just go here. This is our previous code. Go and check that video if you haven't checked. All right, so I will just write one comment. All right, why it is not okay? All right, so I will write one comment. So we are trying to delete first node of the linked list. So okay, so we are trying to achieve this. So first thing first, let's get into our paint and try to build the logic for this. Okay, so here I no more requiring this new node, so I can delete that. Okay, wait, let me select. All right, wait, let me select this area so that I can delete it. Okay, fine. So this is our list. All right, so we are trying to delete this node, which is head is also pointing to this node, that is the first node of the list. Okay, so we are trying to delete this. So when you are trying to delete a node inside a list, the only thing you remember you have to do is you have to break the link between those two nodes. All right, so this is the link that joins this node. This is the link due to which our list is going to get completed okay, in this direction. Okay, so when we are calling our print list method, so we are passing that head, if you remember. Okay, and that head is going to get incremented at each time. And how this incrementing part is done, due to this just because of this next part. Okay, so if this next is connected to this node, then and then only we are going to move, and this is forming a chain, and this is forming a list of nodes. Okay, so we are just need to break this link so that next time whenever we pass our head, we are starting our list from this location. And don't forget to update your head. Otherwise for the print list method you are passing this head, and this after this head, if you break this link, then the list will be only this part only, and your code will not work. So in that case you have to break this link, and you have to update the heads value to the next value, because in that case then and then only if you are trying to pass this head to the print list method, then only this is our new list that we are going to build. Okay, and this node will be discarded, not discarded, we will not have any access to this node inside this list. Okay, so this is the logic that we have to build. Let me just clear this out. I need this for the upcoming videos also. Okay, so let's go into our IDE and try to build this up. We'll write public static. So think about it, what will be the return type? So here we are changing the head, we are updating the head. That means we are doing something, uh, modification part inside our list. So whenever the modification part comes inside the list, there is one, the method should return the new head of the list, so that we can print it later onwards when we, which is required for the printing the list. Okay, so now we'll write node s. So this method will return one node, that is the new head of the list. Delete at bg. So this is our method name, and this method will also accept one head of the list. So we are passing one list to this method, and in that return this method will delete the first node of the list and give us the updated head, so that we can print that list later on. All right, so first thing first, we will cover the corner cases. Okay, so what if my head is equals to null? Okay, so if my list doesn't contain any element, then in that case I don't need to perform any operation, deletion operation. All right, so head is already empty, then how can I perform the deletion operation? All right, so we'll simply return the null, sorry, null in that case. All right, so if this is not the case, then we are assuming that, not assuming, there are surety that there are some nodes which are present inside that list, and we have to delete the first node of that list. Okay, so we will create one temporary variable of type node, and we will assign it to the value of the head. All right, so head and temp will both pointing to the first node of the list, and we'll write head equals to head dot next, and in next part we will write temp dot next is equals to null. Okay, and now after that we will just write return head. So what I have done over here is 2-3 lines of code I will tell you. So we are first creating a new variable of type nodes, name temp. So here you can see we are creating one more variable. All right, so let me just decrease the font size. Okay, why it is not getting decreased? All right, temp and head are both pointing to this first, these both are pointing to the first node of the list till this line. Okay, so the next line is head is equal to head dot next. So now we are changing the head's value to the head dot next. What the next part of this head is going to hold? Link to the next node of the list. All right, so we are changing the head's value to this. So now our head is pointing towards this node. Our new head is this. So head is no more have the access to this node, but the temp variable do have access. So we'll write temp dot next is equal to null. So temp dot next, which is pointing to this node, we'll just simply write temp dot next. Now it will point to the null. So here you can see, and after that we will shall simply return head. That means we are returning this, and this causes our this is the new list. After that operation will perform. Okay, so what we are doing, we are just first of all assigning the temp, creating one new variable, temp of type node, and we will assigning the value to the head, that means the first node of the list, and we are changing the head's value to the next node in the list. Okay, by using using what, using next, head dot next. All right, and after that, as I have told you, you have to break this link. If you want to break this link, you have to modify this next part. So for that, we have written a temp dot next is equals to null. So we are assigning the temp dot next to the null, so that this temp node will no more have this access to this node, and it will point to the null, and our new list will be this and this. All right, so this is the idea behind this method. All right, so let's get an into our main function, and I will call that method. All right, so we are making the list, we are printing the list, and over here we are calling delete at the beginning, and we will pass that head. Okay, and after that, after passing the head, one thing you can remember, let me go there. One thing you can remember, this method is returning the new head of the list, so we have to create a variable which will be holding our new head of the list, which will be of type node s. Let me call it as new head. All right, and we will again call the print list method, and we will pass a new head of the list to this list. All right, so let me run this. I hope this will work. Let me create one list as usual, 1 2 3 4 and 5, and this is the elements. Let me get out of this, and here you can see elements of the list are 1 2 3 4 5. This method is printing using the previous head. So these are the element that we have entered, and these are the element that is going to printed on the console. Okay, so after that we have written this method call delete at beginning. So what it will do, it will delete the first element of the list, that is 1, and after that we are again called the print list method. Okay, so here you can see I called the print list method, and this print list method is printing the new list as 2 3 4 5. Why so? Because we have deleted this first node, we are no more have the access to this node, and new elements, the new list, linked list is 2 3 4 5. So this is the idea behind deletion of the node inside single linked list at the beginning. Okay, so I hope you got this. So in upcoming video we will be seeing how to delete a node at the end, and how to delete the node at the user specified index, uh, like we have did in the insert operations, right? So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.